Hi, welcome back to the blind LP of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path. We are now here, still in the storeroom. Oh my goodness, I can't move. Hang on. Okay. Alright. We are now here in the storeroom. I vividly remember not knowing what to do next. As usual. Because I feel like I've investigated everything, so I have no idea. Maybe I can present Lotta some stuff. Maybe Lotta might want to know what happened to Kay, but not like she knows who Kay is, I think. Maybe she knows about some other things. Perhaps the jamming ninja mask? I guess not. How about the flower? Have I done this, by the way? I'm not so sure. How about the ticket stub? No? Okay. And we've presented the body to her, I believe. Yep. And it's not of interest to her right now, so I got no clue. If I'm gonna make the news, I'll need to find out the conductor's true identity. That person wore a mask and a voice changer, right? Along with a white suit and a purple flower. Aw, shucks, was this all a waste of time? I wouldn't say you wasted your time, Miss Hart. Collecting info ain't easy. You gotta pay for film and travel expenses. And after staying at the place for a whole day, I'm starving. If you're truly after a scoop, you should be willing to endure that much. Okay, Lotta's photo. Not too shabby, wouldn't you say? I'm pretty happy with how it turned out myself. After you heard the voices, there wasn't anyone else here besides this person in the photo. I'm sure if there were, I would have snapped their picture as well. As sure as she may be, I'm not sure if I can rely much on what she says. The victim vanishing out of the blue. Now that would generate some good buzz. Okay, Lotta's testimony, what does it say? Alright, the black market auction was being held, etc. The items up for auction were pieces of evidence, yes. 11 people attended, each of them was wearing a mask. The auction continued even after Jill Crane's murder, which is really weird because if the conductor got killed, who would be conducting the auction, right? Unless someone took Jill's mask and pretended to be the conductor. But the outfit though, right? 11 people attended, and that did not explain the missing, yes, jamming ninja mask. Alright, if it's not of interest to you right now. Did you not notice this blood stain? Oh, did you find that with that Lumina was set? Yes, it's likely that the culprit tried to cover up the crime scene. I ain't even noticed that at all. Did that happen when I wasn't looking? Because, you know, I didn't actually see the moment of the murder myself. Indeed, you were cowering in fear at the time, were you not? I'm a journalist, you hear? I was hunkering down to protect my scoop. I reckon I was snug as a bug behind the elephant statue. That is precisely what I mean by cowering in fear. Okay, is that the only... Alright, okay, maybe I can present the new stuff to other people, maybe. Emma, would you like to take a look at them? Okay, Emma, I need you to tell me more about the blood. What a splendid bloodstain. I don't think there is anything splendid about bloodstains. Of course there is. You see, even bloodstains have various... What? Scientifically speaking? Wait, are you even... Oh, okay. I guess she kind of faded out in our hearing. In fact, it may be called a luminal test, but... By the way, Emma, I would like to return to the investigation soon. What? But I'm not even halfway through my explanation yet. All that and she's not even halfway through. Another time, Emma. Okay, scientifically speaking, I'd have to say that the details are unknown. So in plain English, you don't know anything about it, right? It's not that I don't know, it's just that the details are unknown. What did I present to her? Oh, that. Wrong. Alright, she doesn't know anything about Lotta's photo. How about Lotta's testimony? Auctioning of evidence is unforgivable. Indeed, how could this be happening under the PICs? I mean, I want to peek at the evidence too. Poke and prod it, spray luminol all over it. Doing it in secret is unforgivable. For the most part, I agree. That one part, not so much. When we find the culprit, I punish him scientifically. Like how? Spraying his face with luminol? Please keep it within the limits of the law. Well, he did not disagree, so I guess he kind of allows it. Alright, so anything else that we need to present to Emma? No? Okay, maybe just one more thing at the end. Or maybe Emma knows about the masks. If we could ask her about the masks? Or at least the jamming ninja mask? Perhaps? I guess not. Fine. Okay, Emma, do you want to know about Kay's memories? I wonder why Kay lost her memories. Maybe she saw something really shocking. Indeed, she seems to have gotten herself involved in a murder case after all. I also went through some pretty scary things in the past as well. That's true. But thanks to my sister and everyone else who saved me, I can be who I am today. Mr. Edgeworth, we're definitely going to save Kay, okay? Yes, of course. Of course. Alright, so not helping here. Okay, so not much. What am I missing? I'm missing something. I wish I knew what I was missing, but but I have no idea what else I could have missed. Well, I did notice that it's already sold. Can I get that badger there? No, I can't. It's adorable. The badger is adorable. Alright, I will probably just skip to when I find the next thing that I'm supposed to press. Let's go. I guess this didn't appear in any case before that. You know what? It says I should inspect every nook and cranny, so I am missing something, I think. The murder weapon was placed here, right? This storeroom sure is a scary place. However, Emma, at the same time, it also means this plot is deeply tied to the case. The spirit of inquiry is the cornerstone of science. Let's inspect every nook and cranny, just not the scary places. Okay, let's go, Emma. Oh, how cute! This stuffed animal is so fluffy. That's from Gold Lake. Yeah, I knew it was in this series. It should be in the care of the prosecutor assigned to the case right now. Why is it sitting here in a place like this? Who was assigned to the case then? The best? Was it the best? Huh? This little guy's missing his left horn. His left horn. I'm pretty sure it was already missing when I first saw it. Yeah. Then this must be a defective product. I demand a recall, but it's not yours. Now that I think about it, giving a broken toy to a country's president does sound strange. Perhaps it is as it is. Maybe it symbolizes something. Or is that all I need to check? This storeroom contains items to be sold, doesn't it? It's unfortunate, but the possibility seems quite high. I suspect some nefarious individual has been selling evidence here. And people actually pay money for this stuff? Apparently, some people do. The price tags are proof. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. I like her pink glasses. It's kind of cute. Anything else? What a cute doll! It kinda looks like the Steel Samurai. Yeah, kinda. Zion infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. Is that so? Did they get married? Huh. He was destined to become a hero of justice from the moment of his birth. So much pressure rests on his tiny baby shoulders, and yet he carries himself with a grace and dignity that belies a toddler of his age. Hello, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you even listening to me? My god, he's obsessed with the show. Of course I am. He's completely obsessed with it. Okay, nothing here. How about this? Guess not. How about this? Or is that all? How about the mannequin? No, okay, I guess that's all, yeah? I think so. That should be it. Let's exit. Let me just double check. Okay, so I'm fine here. It's safe. No, I'm done. Alright, so if we go to logic, do we have enough? Okay, where was the body hidden? Oh, did I not link this? Alright, and this. The reason why we found a blood stain in the costume trunk is because the murderer hid the body in that box. I wonder who won the bid for it. The trunk, I mean. That, I don't know. In a certain way, everything worked out exactly as someone wanted. Hold it! It couldn't have been in that dressing box. What do you mean? When I first came down here, that box caught my eye too. It was just the right size and would have made the perfect hiding place. That's what I thought, anyway. But I couldn't get the dang thing to open. It'd been wrapped up real tight with a lock chain. The murder happened after that, so hiding a body in there would have been impossible, you know. A chain wrapped around it. That's a bit strange. Right now it doesn't seem to be locked up at all. Huh? That's weird. Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me or something. Okay. And with that, I believe we have examined everything there is to examine here. Well then, let's head on down. Yes, please. Oh, have we decided on our next destination? Hey, Kay. Yes, Mr. Shields? We wouldn't want you to get lost, so make sure you stay real close to Uncle Ray, Kay. Right, I'll follow you closely, Mr. Shields. These two, since when did they get along like that? Since just now. Alright, let's go down the lift. I wonder where it will bring us to. Oh, right here. Right in the center. I mean, right in front of the statue. What? Mr. Edgewolf! Why are they here? Are they supposed to be here? This place is... Is this an auction hall? Yeah, where did you... I mean, like, it's the meeting room. Of course it is. No, it's the meeting room from before. How nice of you to drop in, Kay Faraday. You've got some guts. Hey, you guys, arrest her! Arrest her! Wait, Kay is... As for the rest of the riffraff, just show them up the door. No, not yet. Not yet. This is tyranny. Yes, tyranny, Paul. Oh my god, they move very slowly. Miles, this is kinda bad. The light of justice shines above me. Oh, yes, Franziska. Okay, I don't know why she's beating Gumshoe, but whatever. Why me too? Oh, that's strange. I was aiming for that weak ex-prosecutor. You are clearly aiming at me. Maybe something got in my way, particularly you. That's good. That's a good girl. Rush around there. Franziska. Just what do you think you're doing here, ex-prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? I do not believe that Kay is the culprit behind this incident. You're just an ordinary man without investigation's rights. What you say does not matter. I'm Franziska von Karma. I will never stop moving forward. However, you chose to quit. The outcome of our battle has already been decided. I cast away my badge because it became a millstone around my neck. I shall continue moving forward even without it. The path I walk will surely lead to the truth. My actions are driven by that belief, and that is something which will never change. So, you're saying that you found a path to the truth? Just show it to me. But if that path... What? Proves to be a foolish one, it will not survive my whip. Okay. The victim used her keycard and entered this room with the culprit. Then the culprit stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra. I still have not found out how to pronounce it. Killing her. Shouldn't the letter make it obvious who the culprit is? Of course, the crime scene was right here in this room. The PIC meeting room. The proof is that the bloodstain we found here is in the meeting room. That settles it, Malzachov. I'm not sure I absorbed what she just said. Miss Bon Karma seems really confident, doesn't she? Ah, I see. She's a fiery one, isn't she? I don't mind a feisty cutie. So how about an introductory ho? How repulsive. Well, Malzachov, can you break my logic? If you truly have no intention of stopping here, prove it to me with evidence. Very well. I'll show you, Franziska, the evidence that paves my path. I have no idea. The victim used her keycard and entered this room with the culprit. Then the culprit stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra. Okay. Shouldn't the letter make it obvious who the culprit is? Of course, the crime scene was right here in this room, the PIC meeting room. The proof is the bloodstain we found here in the meeting room. Do we have the lift? I think we do. No? No? Yes, blood on hidden leaf. Alright, let me just press on that. Have we determined who the blood actually belongs to? The blood analysis confirmed that it belonged to the victim. Just because the bloodstain was found here doesn't mean that this was the scene of the crime. You forget, Malzachov, that in court, evidence is everything. If you believe this room is not a crime scene, show me the evidence that proves it. Evidence that shows where the crime took place. We may not be in court, but I'll show her the truth. Miss Von Karma isn't showing any openings. However, there is one fact we know that she does not. They're not the only ones who can perform scientific investigations. And therein lies the proof. The path to the truth I found. Okay, Franziska, get ready for this. Alright. I'll give you what you want. Evidence. If memory serves me correctly, the blood in the meeting room was found in front of the statue of Lady of Justice, was it not? To murder someone before Lady Justice, this culprit knows no fear. I wonder about that. Have a look at this piece of evidence. Blood was found in the storeroom right above the meeting room. As you can see, there are signs that it has dripped down onto the floor below. And right under the hidden leaf is the statue of Lady Justice? Then you understand. The murder did not take place here. The killer murdered the victim in the storeroom and then moved the body to this room. What Lady Justice witnessed was a coward trying to conceal their crime, and not the moment of the murder. She's smiling? That's not a good sign. Pardon me, I just remembered a conversation quite similar to this one. As I expected, Malzachov, such naivety couldn't possibly be an egg. Just how is Miss Archibald naive? Ouch! Have you forgotten? Or are you just playing the foolish fool? The amount of blood in the meeting room is clearly greater than in the storeroom. Okay. Oh, please don't just hit me and then ignore me. Oh. Such a large amount of blood couldn't have simply dripped from the floor above. And even if it had, there should have been much more blood left behind in the storeroom. Okay. The murder could not have occurred anywhere other than this meeting room, unless you pull out the candelabra when she's here. You are as predictable as always, Franziska. What? The difference in the amount of blood is just as you say. The question is, why does such a difference exist? That issue is trivial. I've already explained it with my perfect logic. In that case, how do I explain the blood that was found in the storeroom? I don't suppose you're going to tell me that it somehow sprayed all the way up there. Like a water fountain? No way! Exactly, it's impossible, in other words. The reason for the difference is in the amount of blood the amount of blood in the meeting room and the storeroom are different because the weapon was pulled out here. The victim died of a stab wound. Naturally, there would be a significant amount of blood loss. That's obvious just from looking at the bloodstain. But it's so weird. She was attacked in the storeroom, but there was less blood found there than... Silence, you third-rate prosecutor. But I'm the best. No, you're not. Do you know when you lose the most blood after getting stabbed with a sharp object? I know. It's when the sharp object is pulled out, right? Precisely. After being stabbed with the candelabra, the body was moved to the meeting room, and then the murder weapon was pulled out right here in this very room. That would account for the difference in the amount of blood that was left behind. But why would the culprit go through all that trouble? Most likely to give the impression that the murder occurred in the meeting room. It seems Miss Crane's keycard was used last night. But based on the time of use, it must have been employed by the culprit to mislead us. Okay. In all likelihood, it was the culprit who used the keycard to enter the meeting room. But Justin Courtney would have... Okay, if there was an illegal auction here, Justin Courtney would have been involved in it somehow, right? That would make her a suspect. Why would the culprit have needed to do that? I mean, there's no way an auction is going on and she enters and nothing happens. Perhaps they feared that the storeroom would be found out during the investigation. If they were involved in the auction, they would not have wanted it to become public. Okay. The auction, you say? Perhaps you should go upstairs and see for yourself what items are on display. I'm sure that will allow you to understand what occurred here. Go, Francisca, go. Impressive, Miles H.O. You are willing to go that far to protect her. There's something big lurking behind the scenes of this case. Kay simply got caught up in it. You're exaggerating. Just go up. Am I now? More than anyone, I would think you'd understand the significance behind all this. Why would you, a prosecutor working with Interpol, be involved in a domestic case? Wasn't your objective to crush a certain international smuggling ring? If your search for smuggled goods has led you here, then isn't this feeling I have related to the case? I'm relieved. You haven't lost your touch even though you've turned in your badge. I've heard about your situation from Scruffy over there. Sorry sir, I just wanted to help out somehow. A wise decision, detective. You are praising him for once, that's good. Francisca, you're the one in charge of this case. Isn't Interpol pursuing the black market auction? And what if I am? That's not something you need to know. Well, if you would just go up the stairs. I mean, up the lift at any rate. So you knew about all this from the very beginning. You knew the black market auction was being held right here? Uh-oh. Hey, my neighbor Button? About that gal who turned up date. You! Hey, I ain't done talking yet. Well, you ain't changed the lick. This case doesn't need even a fragment of your faulty testimony. No, we need her. What are you saying? I'm a bona fide journal. Wow. Back then, you gave false testimony. Miss Von Karma seems to really dislike Lotta. I can't say she's fond of her. Ain't that green girl one of them PIC members? She's a spitting image of the conductor. I reckon she's... Yeah, she hit me. She hit me again. What is the meaning of this? Answer me, Malzejov. From Miss Hart's testimony, we obtained a description of what the conductor was wearing, and it matches what the victim, Jill Crane, was wearing. You mean to say the one who was murdered was the conductor? Yeah.
Miss Von Karma, maybe you should come.
It would seem that a new fact has just been brought to light. Indeed, I came here in pursuit of the black market auction, in order to arrest the organizer of the event. In other words, the conductor.
Too bad.
If we believe Miss Hart's testimony, then the conductor is already dead. Wouldn't this mean that your investigation has ended in vain?
That's right. However, I swear on my name that I will not return empty-handed.
Okay.
I challenge you, Malsasha.
A challenge is fine, but why is she raiding her whip like she's out for a victim of her own? What? Okay.
How consists your argument? The murder occurred in the storeroom, correct? That would mean the culprit is someone who participated in the auction. If that photographer is correct, the victim was the conductor and the culprit was a customer. The culprit waited for the victim in the storeroom where the goods were delivered. Then they stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra in the storeroom.
Okay.
That is all. I trust you have no objections.
Unfortunately, that is not the case, because there is a hole in your testimony. Is there now? As expected of Miss Edgeworth, I didn't notice anything at all.
Well then, please settle this with one blow.
Yes, of course. Watch as I crush her logic.
Hang on.
Okay, you will concede my argument. Okay, murdered in the storeroom. That would mean the culprit is someone who participated in the auction. Okay. If that photographer is correct, the victim was a conductor and the culprit was a customer. Not sure. The culprit waited for the victim in the storeroom where the goods were delivered. Okay. Then they stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra in the storeroom. I guess this might be bad. I don't see any holes in it. That would mean the culprit is someone who participated in the auction. But her testimony states that there were 11 people. Alright, 11 people. I'm gonna press this. The culprit participated in the auction. I'd like to hear your basis for this claim.
When I spoke with the staff of this building, not a single one mentioned the storeroom. The storeroom's existence must have only been known to a select few, and that's where the items for the auction were being stored.
I see you understand. Yes, the culprit have participated in the auction. That does not help me. Okay, fine, I'll press. So you're saying that the victim was the auction's conductor?
Right, and the culprit.
Hey, ain't you the one who told her that just a moment ago?
Yes, that's right. However, I was simply making sure her logic is clear.
That ain't right. You're doing it wrong. This is the part where you're supposed to say I done goofed.
The culprit was a customer participating in the black market auction.
What in tarnation? Now you've done it. The consequences will never be the same.
Of course. That is only if this photographer's testimony is indeed true. I can't tell whether they are on good or bad terms.
The issue here is the culprit's actions.
The culprit waited for the victim in the storeroom. Okay.
I have to press. I have no idea what the hole is here.
Miss Hart was in the storeroom at the time. Could the culprit really have been waiting there?
I don't know. I don't know where she was hiding, but
since you've seen it, you must know as well. There are numerous hiding places in that storeroom.
So the culprit was hiding while they waited for the victim to arrive.
I believe the crime occurred after the auction ended. After all, the victim was the organizer of the auction.
No, it continued after the murder.
During the auction, the organizer would have to be in front of the customers the entire time.
After the auction ended? Please add that statement to your testimony. Oh, there we go.
I believe the crime occurred.
There we go.
The victim was killed after the auction ended. Are you certain of that?
You can't take it back, Francisca.
The victim was the conductor, that is the only possibility. Without the conductor, the auction couldn't have been held. The auction, that's what has been bothering me. The auction couldn't have been held. Something seems odd in this testimony.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. Okay, I made a mistake and I kind of went back. So now I have to go back here and then I will... Yes, okay. So... Present. And I think it's Lotta's testimony. Let me just double check. The auction continued even after. Okay, let's go.
As I thought, you are one step behind.
What did you say?
The victim was not the conductor, and I have proof. Miss Hart's testimony. The photographer's testimony is not trustworthy.
What are you all saying? I'm a bona fide juror.
Cease your idle chatter.
Yeehaw!
Francisco, calm down and listen. Miss Hart witnessed a part of the murder. The main point here is that after witnessing the murder, she says the auction continued.
That's right, sure as can be. They all just kept going on shamelessly.
Do you think the auction could have continued without someone conducting it? If the victim was not the conductor, the person killed must have been a customer.
Oh? Oh, wait. So basically, I don't know. Did they swap outfits then? Or did Lotta make a mistake? She thought that was the conductor, but it's not.
As I said from the beginning, Kay is not the culprit. After all, she herself was attacked by someone and lost consciousness, in which case that would also make her a victim.
If the auction act... Okay, that sounded weird. If the auction act continued after the incident occurred.
Yes, and the victim was not the conductor but a customer.
Oh my goodness.
That's enough. That voice.
There you go. You are suspicious now, Miss Justine Courtney.
Order in the court. The chairman will now enter.
My! No need to be so stiff. You're suspicious too, Blaze.
Actually, feel free to call me Blasey.
Well then, Blazy, what brings you... that's your father. What brings you here?
Oh, well, I just wanted to see if my idiot son was working hard is all. Is this kind of father-son relationship really healthy?
I come to light a fire under you, but it seems I've found an unexpected bonus. To think that the criminal who has become the talk of the town would be here of all places.
Everyone, restrain the suspect at once.
Please wait. Kay Faraday is not the
Silence!
Whoa.
This is quite troubling, Edgeworth. Didn't I tell you earlier? The PIC desires a swift resolution to this case.
You're suspicious.
If it's not, we could lose our trust with the public. They caused a waste of time committee. You know it's troubling for me as well, that sort of thing. And at my age too. And on top of that, an illegal investigation is not something that I can overlook. Have you forgotten? You are no longer a prosecutor. You have lost your authority. Furthermore, you have aided a criminal in evading the law. Yes, that's right. You're so reliable, Courtney.
You're both suspicious.
I am aware of the consequences of my actions. You may punish me as you wish. However, we have found a new suspect. It's the person pictured here. Kay Faraday was attacked by this person and... We are only looking at the back, so we might have a hard time with it.
There is no need for your explanation. Just recently, a red raincoat was discovered in the vicinity of this building. The victim's blood and cherry blossom petals were found on the hood.
Cherry blossom petals? Now that you mention it, on the viewing platform.
Yes, they probably stuck on due to the blood. They were littered all around the bloodstain.
And we've received a forensic report on the blood, you know. There's no doubt about it. The person in the photo is the victim, Jill Crane. What did you say? I'm even more confused now. Impossible. That would completely destroy the foundations of our logic. We had believed the person in the red raincoat was the culprit, and now it turns out that person is actually the murder victim. Wait. If that's the case, then the prime suspect would be...
Miss Faraday, you met a person in a red raincoat on the rooftop, did you not? Yes, I did, but... The person in the red raincoat was a murder victim, and Kay Faraday came into contact with that person. Since one of the parties is now dead, what happened next should be clear.
Kay was attacked by that person. As a victim, it would be impossible for her to be the culprit.
There is no evidence she was attacked, is there? Furthermore, we must consider the possibility that the victim fought back.
It's far too early to come to that conclusion. Kay is not the criminal.
You're wrong.
What? Kay?
That's wrong. Even though I don't want to believe it myself. After hearing about the raincoat, I finally remembered. I only remember a little, but from what I saw that night, the culprit is me.
What? Man, she looks kind of like Sailor Moon in that shot. You know, with the skirt and all. Looks kind of like a sailor suit.
I remember looking down at the person in the raincoat. Mr. Edgeworth, it was me. The culprit was me all along.
That can't be right.
Then why? Why do I have that memory? The person collapsed before my eyes. Engulfed in a pool of blood. Why didn't I do anything? It must have been because I killed her.
But somebody pushed you. Uh-oh.
It is clear to me the validity of Kay Faraday's memory.
Didn't you double under just now, pal?
Congratulations, Miss Faraday. Your courage will surely allow you to be forgiven. Now, let us rejoice in the blessings of the goddess of law.
No, we are not done. I need to know why you were in the place where they had that black market auction.
Allow me to give my opinion as an international prosecutor. Her actions as a criminal are... Hurry! Arrest Kay Faraday at once.
How dare you behave that way before me? You're being too forceful. Further verification is necessary. I'd even go so far to say this is unlawful.
Unfortunately, the law does not side with you.
It sides with me, you see. But you know the beautiful bond between you two has been etched deeply into my heart.
That reminds me, we seem to have forgotten one additional suspect.
You. Edgeworth, that's you. Excuse me? What's the ball? Mr. Edgeworth hasn't done anything wrong. I beg to differ. That's right. You see, he's no longer prosecutor, sadly enough.
Your actions have gone too far this time. An illegal investigation and assisting in the escape of a criminal. I cannot even think of you as a former prosecutor. No, humbly accept your punishment.
Oh yes, that's right. I believe the plan for today was to hold your hearing before the PIC. Why don't we leave the hearing for tomorrow? Even though the result is already crystal clear. You should think long and hard about what you've done. very long and very hard. These two people are suspicious. They are hiding something.
Court is now adjourned.
Oh, do it to be continued here then? Alright then, I guess that's where we'll end for now. So until the next episode where hopefully I don't know what we'll find out. But hopefully things will become more clearer because now I'm super confused. So until the next episode, thank you for watching and goodbye.